Up here thinking about the goodness of Jesus when I think about how God brought me out of a jail cell as a child, out of a child. He placed me back into this world, gave me my freedom as a child, and here I am as an adult. Do you think I want someone to take my freedom away? Do you think I have no desire to live? God, use me for the rest of my life.
Please excuse volunteer minister during this recording for she is recovering from oral surgery this week. Continue praying and we apologize.
So we're going to start reading from Proverbs 16 and 27 and work our way through this blessing of a message. Verse 16:27, chapter 16, verse 27 states, An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire, meaning the power of his lips is just as strong as a burning fire. An ungodly man, somebody who is not of God, does not follow God, may not agree with God, may not be saved, or just may just be out there, a worldly person. Verse 28, a forward man showeth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief friends. So a forward man showeth strife, but a whisperer, a person who's whispering and speaking behind the backs and things like that, they will separate their chief friends, meaning friends that are in their circle. Let's go back to let's go on to 29. A violent man entices his neighbor and leads him into a way that is not godly. So a violent person, a person of destruction, whether it be self-destruction or worldly destruction, uh, they will encourage their neighbor to participate in the same type of violent behavior or self-destruction. And it's all in an ungodly way. That's why you have to watch your friends and watch your circle and make sure that you are following your dynamic. Number three, and making sure that you are not around those type of environments if you can solely help it. So I'm going to go on to Proverbs 11:13. A talebearer revealeth secrets. I know it's a lot of talebearers out here in this world. Every time you get online, they posting about somebody. Uh, every time you see them, they got a story to tell. They always on their phone. They got something to say. They could tell you everybody's business. Those are your talebearers, and they reveal secrets. But he that is a faithful and truth will conceal those matters, meaning your friends that are really your friends and they know you and know your level and where you're going, they are going to be faithful to you. They're going to conceal your secrets and your truth and the things that others should not know about you, whether it be personal, professional, or spiritual. They will come to you and discuss those things. They will not go amongst other groups or circles headed for negative intents to disencourage you or your progress. Those would be your talebearers that does things like that. Oh my God, what is a talebearer? Let's go to James 4:11. Speaks not one evil of another. He that speaketh evil and judge is speaking evil of the law. That means anybody that's saying anything evil, hurtful, verbal abuse, all of those things, every time they're saying those things to you, they are speaking against the law. They're speaking against the Bible. They are speaking against God. It's just like no weapons formed against me shall prosper. Everything that they are saying is going to go back on them because you sow or you reap what you sow. So if you're sowing out uh, uh, negative energy, hatred, violent behaviors, um, being untrue to your friends, not keeping secrets, being a talebearer, um, you are going against the law. If you're judging people, if you have anything to say about anybody that is not positive, that means you are judging people. So, so you're judging the law and you're judging God, and you are not supposed to judge anyone. So you are coming against the law. So every time someone is speaking evil against you, gossiping about you, talking about you, spreading rumors about you, saying anything of this sort, God is already dealing with them because they are going against His law. No matter what you are doing, sometimes it's way bigger than you. Whatever you're doing may not even matter because what God is concerned about is they are judging, they are going against His law. So this is very, very important. Now, let's go back and talk about these talebearers. Proverbs 20:19. He that goeth about as a talebearer revealeth secrets. Therefore, meddle not him that flattereth with his lips. Don't even associate yourself with these gospels, these talebearers. They always gonna be caught up to something. They always gonna be into something. They always gonna be negative. They're always gonna be doing the wrong things. It's easy for you to know who the talebearers are. Basically by their actions. You could stand next to somebody for 5 minutes in a conversation and you could tell if they are talking about somebody, which is being a talebearer, gossip, if they're telling you what the other person did, what they used to do, anything negative, instead of saying the growth of that person. Now, let me tell you the difference in gossiping and having a conversation about somebody. A lot of people say, "Oh my God, you gossiping about me, that's talking." Da, 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 da. Now, when there's a problem in a family or in a group of friends, even, and it's becoming concerning, and the members get together and try to find a solution, that's not gossip. You're talking about bringing positivity into that circle, into that person. Now, when you're gossiping about somebody, your direction is completely in a different way. Because when you're gossiping about them, you are saying things that will hurt their reputation, hurt them, and then hurt our society, hurt the circle, because you're no longer going to be friends. It's going to go all the way back to that Psalm uh, 16 and 28. A forward man sores strife and a whisperer separates chief friends. A whisperer, a talebearer, a gossiper. So this is what I'm trying to let you all know. Go on and gossip about me as much as you please. I don't have the best. I don't have the best children. I didn't have the best parents. I don't come from the best family. I don't have the best of friends. But what I do have that is greater in me than all those things that I just named is the love of God, the knowledge and wisdom of the things that He has done for me and in my family. Yes, I go through. Yes, my children go through. But guess what? All in all, I know that God is going to make a way, and we're getting there even closer because of the talebearers and because of the problems that people create based on ungodly thoughts and ungodly behaviors and trying to demean the characters of us or me or my children or my family. I just encourage you to go on and gossip about me every time you speak of me or what I'm doing or be against anything. If you got any negative energy in you coming towards me, guess what? I am not concerned. It's bouncing off my shoulders with no problems and no hesitation because greater is He that is in me than you that's in the world. I am not worried. Back in the day, I used to react and be ready to go do whatever I needed to do or make phone calls and have whatever needed to be done. But guess what? There's an army. There's an army with some soldiers that's way bigger than anything I could have done, and that's Jesus and all the powerful soldiers he has on this earth that are now leading me in a better direction with better knowledge and better wisdom so that I can assist in changing the world and society. For those of you that don't know, I'm wearing this mask because I did have a respiratory infection a few weeks ago. Then I had oral surgery, so today would be my fifth week of healing and trying to regain myself. But guess what? God is working and God is healing all of us and everything that we do. He does see it, and we do invite it in. So back to let me tell you about the reactive mind because I have a few more minutes, about 7 or 8 more minutes. So in Scientology, the reactive mind stores pain and it stores fear. Reacting irrationally, meaning it makes you to act in a negative way, irrational. You're not thinking, you're just instantly reacting. And gossip is its language. Is dramatized with pain, not truth. When gossip targets someone doing high tone work, which you are because you're being very positive, you're being very influential, and you're not being a negative person, it's not about them. It's about the discomfort that they want to bring to you or others. That's what gossip is when you think of it in the reactive mind or the rumor mill, what rumors do. Biblically, Proverbs has guides to ethics. Proverbs is warning us gossip is a spiritual toxin. It will separate, betray, and disrupt a person. In Scientology, this is interbulation, which is also known as the disturbance of peace. The disturbance of peace. So, Lord God, in the name of Jesus, bless us that we have no interbulation in our lives. Bless us that we have nothing but peace and positivity in our lives. So right now, today, we are praying against any types of interbulations that may come against me, my household, and my family, my ministry, my business, or anything that I'm doing, as well as you and yours. Anyone that has anything to do with Change Your Life Ministry or what it's doing and where it's going. As I've stated 1,000 times, I am not perfect. You all are witnessing a day-to-day, week-by-week transformation of me becoming a better person, going into what I plan on doing and answering to whatever God is calling me into. Now, with that being said, Change Your Life Ministry works to uplift. I am a volunteer minister of Scientology. I also am here to learn, heal, and build. That makes me an operating Satan. It's got great energy from transcending limitations, creating change. That's why we say change your life. Gossip is just a distraction. Integrity is your survival. Gossip is a distraction. Integrity is survival. So stay high toned and stay high toned and stay in your purpose. So our call to action this week would be to the community. Audit your words. Watch what you say. Be careful what you speak. Refuse to relay gossip. Do not gossip. Do not repeat secrets. Do not get on any telephones, on social media, anywhere, giving out personal information or speaking verbal abuse on someone uh, that you know is going to bring negative or bad energy into their life. Why would you speak that into someone's life? So do not partake in gossip. Um, and if someone comes to you with gossip or with that mess, um, repeat these proverbs to them or let it click in your mind. Proverbs 16:28, a perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. Perverse, anytime you hear the word perverse, you think about pervasive behavior, psychiatric problems, predators, all these types of challenges, mentally challenged, behaviorally challenged. This is what you think of when you hear the word pervert. So every time someone comes at you with some gossip, just think in your mind, oh my God, they are being perverse. And that will let something inside of you start realizing what you see this person for. Um, so once you do that, elevate your tone, speak up. I don't want to partake in this. God is not gonna allow me to participate in this. Um, I want Gossip is going to betray confidence from me in others. Others are no longer going to be confident or not going to confide in me if I don't speak to them um, truthfully. So that's what gossip does. Avoid anyone that's talking too much. Protect those who serve. So anyone coming at you with gossip or whatever, and you know it's most likely not true, or it's just out of anger, spite, they're just saying stuff to degrade that person, get you on their team, anything like that, then you protect those people. Now to the gossipers, other than going on gossip about me, uh, examine your own egos, which is your memory, your past. What's your problem? Why do you have to talk about somebody else or degrade somebody else's character to build your self-esteem, to build your crowd? Why would you want to use verbal abuse, emotional abuse, things of the devil's works or of ungodly people? Why do you have nothing else to do but sit and gossip about people? We over here would encourage you to go on and gossip because you are going against God every time you are gossiping or saying something about anyone who is blessed under Him. So please remember your own problems and go back in your own memory and try to get some help and correct that and fix yourself. At this time, the last thing you need to be worried about is somebody else's problems or somebody else's life. You clearly need to be working on some things within yourself. Seek truth. Once you go back through your problems and the things, speak truth and say, wow, some of this is me. I'm just like that person. What if somebody said that to me? How would I feel? Like, change your words, be truthful, and stop doing all the mess that you're doing because at this point, you're not going to be accepted into the kingdom because you are already going against God's law. You are already judging. And like he says, if you're coming against his people, then you are coming against him. So you need to stop. You are not your reactive mind. Um, like we said, the reactive mind stores pain and fear. So you are not your pain. You are not your fear. You need to find a way to get through these things and work through that and stop taking your problems, your fears, whatever you're afraid of, your negativities, and stop putting them on other people. Stop taking them out on other people. Stop gossiping about other people. Um, just be yourself and face your truth of who you are. Correct your problems, your Ingrams, and move on from there. And to ourselves, to change your life ministries and everybody who is a part of us, keep building, keep building your faith, keep building your wisdom, keep building your knowledge. We are going to keep building regardless. Keep building me up. Keep encouraging me to stay to my truth, become better every week, become better every day, change my faults, keep me continuously to be truthful and honest and let me be the best person that I can be for society and those people around me, whether it be a minister to pray for them, to speak with them and heal them, or just to listen to them. Whatever they need from me, let me have the ability to do that and become a better person. And for those of you that gossip about me and don't understand where I'm going, may God truly be with you because on my journey, God is going to need to bless you because I'm going to be going some places that you are still afraid to go and do. And that's where I'm headed. I've changed my life and I've encouraged a lot of you to do the same. Everybody's date and time, it's not it's already done, but we don't know. So, and I'm not talking about in a death form, I'm talking about your reality that it's time to change. You don't never know when that date is coming, so when it does come, you have a dire need to prepare. So go on and gossip about me, regardless of what you're doing. I'm elevating, I'm changing, and you probably actually give me a few extra points for all the negativities. You can call me names, say I don't have anything. I don't care. I've had everything I've ever wanted. What I have now is going into the community and to rebuild my dream and my hope for my heirs and, like I said, for my community in a better world. Whatever I do doesn't have a dollar sign on it because my words, my book, my poems, whatever I say is always going to be here. My words will speak forever. So I don't have to be here to continue to touch people. I don't have to be anything, actually. But you can continue to judge me and you can continue to tell bear about me. You can continue to use interpolation, trying to disturb my peace. But God is already my shield of protection. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. When it's in your mind and you thinking about doing it, God has already covered me from the days before I already prayed for you. So on top of that, you're getting a double prayer because He is witnessing you wanting to do ungodly things. So uh, I think that's everything that we needed to touch on today. Um, the scriptures again, Proverbs 16:27 through 29, Proverbs 11:13, Proverbs 20:19, James 4:11, which is stating, do not gossip. Do not gossip is what James 4:11 say, but like I say, go on and gossip about me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I hope you like and subscribe and return. I hope something was said and done that will uplift you and keep you encouraged over your journeys and whatever you're facing in life. And let us have a brief celebration. Yes. All of you all things to Christ. He says, he checks on my knees. Please, he checks on my knees. Listen, darling, let's see. Jackson, Yes, we are in separate homes, separate places, separate locations, all over